Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So children, as you all are aware that yesterday we have finished with our chapter 5, that is common fraction, and today we are going to start our chapter 6, that is decimals. Now children, decimals are nothing but the common fraction representation only using a point. Fine. So let us understand what is decimal, and after that we will start the exercise. So let's find it out what is decimal. So children, as you all are aware that we have studied common fractions. Fine. So decimal, if we are going to represent the decimal in the fraction form, that is again a representation of some common fraction only. For example, you have seen this common fraction 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6. These kind of a common fraction you have seen. Now we'll talk about what is decimal fraction is. Decimal fraction is nothing but the representation of this common fraction only. See, if we have this 1 by 2, and what we will do, this will be multiplied by 50, 1 will be multiplied by 50 and 2 will be multiplied by 50. So what we will get, 50 by 100, which is again a fraction. Along with the fraction we can represent it in the form of decimal also. Fine. So common fraction and decimals are quite related to each other. That common fractions can be represented into decimal form and decimal form can be represented into common fraction. Fine. So that we will find it out, that common fraction can be changed into decimal notations and vice versa. Fine. Common fraction can be changed into decimal form and decimal can be changed into common fraction. Like one example I have shown here, 1 by 2. If we will multiply it, we will get 50 by 100. Now this can be changed into decimal form. Now one thing you have to take care whenever we are changing decimal. So we have places, we'll write those places with 10th, 100th. One place is not there in decimal form. One's place is not there. That one's place is taken by that point. Fine. Now we'll find it out what is decimal and how we are representing the decimal. Fine. So let's find it out that is another important part of the decimal, that decimal is represented with a point. And that point, when a point comes in between two numbers, two natural numbers or two whole numbers, we'll call it decimal. Fine. When a point comes in between two numbers, we call it decimal. Now 1/10 first we will understand. In decimal we have tenths place, then hundredths place, then thousands place. So we'll let us understand what is tenths place and what is hundred place and what is thousand. First of all, 1/10. So as we have written, we are going to write it also 1/10. This is your first place of decimal, 1/10. Now what does it mean? It means if you have this kind of a figure and this will be divided into 10 equal parts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. If you have that kind of a figure, it means 1/10 means you are going to shade. What you are going to shade? You are going to shade one part out of that 10. Fine. One part out of that 10 portion. So it will represent 1/10, 1/10, 1/10 or 1/10. Now next is what? How we are going to write it 1/10? Fine. 1 ones is equal to 10 tenths. So 1 ones, which that is equal to that will become 10 tenths. Fine. Because ones place we don't have in decimal. See what we are going to do it in here. Here 1/10th place we have represented here. If I talk about 100th place, so what will be there? There you have 100 places. 100 places. Out of that you are going to shade only one part, that will become 100. So what is there? We know that 1/10 stands for 1/10 of a unit, as you can see in the picture I have represented. In other word, you can say that a figure is divided into 10 equal squares, and out of that one part will be shaded, and this shaded part is representing 1/10 of that. Fine. Now 1/10 is written in what kind of in decimal. How we will write 1/10 in decimal? How we will write 1/10 in decimal? Let's find it out. See, we have 1 0 here. So 1 we will count from the back and then we will put the decimal. Now 1 place and then we will put a decimal, and here we will write 0, 0.1. Why we have written this 0.1? Fine. Because what I have told you in the definition of decimal is what? Decimal is the point between two numbers. Fine. Two numbers. So for justifying the definition of decimal, I'll just write it out 0.1. So this is a fraction, and how we have represented a fraction into decimal, that is here. So what I have told you just now that we have done it, that we can represent a fraction into decimal form, and a decimal can be represented again into fraction. So that only I have told you. Now the dot on the left of one's end will be the decimal point. So similarly you can write any fraction, like if you are, I'll give you 3/10. So what will be the decimal for this? Yes, we are going to count from here 0.3. Now remember, this place is tenths place. TENTH, tenth place. Fine. So this is your tenths place. Remember this place. This is your tenths place. Fine. 1/10, 3/10. Fine. And this place will be just after the decimal. Just after the decimal. Before the decimal, you have all those places only, ones, tens, 100, as we are having in a number system. Those places will be same, but after decimal you will start with tenths place. Fine. You will start with tenths place. Fine. So what is that tenths place? That out of 10 you are going to shade one part of it, and that will become 1/10. Fine. 1/10 will become 0.1, and if we'll take it 3/10, we can take one more example. If we'll have 7/10, again we are going to count it from the back, and that will become 0.7. Again this place is tenths. This place is tenths place. So you have to understand these decimal places, and then we will move to the further questions. What are there? How will you write it in words? How will you write it in numbers? First you have to understand the place value of decimal, as you have to understand the place value in number system. Rest other places which were there, that will be same only. Fine. There is no change in that places. Like here, this will be your ones, then tens, then 100, 1000, and rest of the places will same only. But after decimal there will be one change. you don't have ones place, you will start with tens place. You will start with tens place. So we will find it out here, that tens place, as you can see if you have the example, and this tens place always going to divided by 10. Fine. 7, like we have one decimal place, so it will be divided by 10, and if we have two decimal place, we are going to divide it by 100. Now let's find it out. 100, 1/100th of a unit. Now I hope this 1/10th will be clear to everyone. So I am not going to erase it, that will be written. I'll erase only the examples and then I am writing 1/100th of that part. Fine, I'll write down 1/100th of that part. So find it out. 1/100th. 1/100th. 1/100. Now what do you mean by this 1/100th? 1/100th means 1/100. Now here what will be there? Again it will be written in the form of fraction only, and it has two decimal places. Now let's take some example. 17/100. So now we have two decimal places because it is divided by 100, and 100, that's 20, and it is your second place of decimal. So we are going to count 1, 2. So that will become 0.17. 0.17. So we have put it a point after two places. Fine. So that is what 1/100th. Now we'll understand what 1/100th is. 1/100th is what? That if you have 100 equal portion, like in this example you can see that you have 10 equal portions. So in 1/100th, if you have 100 equal portion, so out of that 100 equal portion, you are going to shade one. You are going to shade one portion of out of that 100 equal part. So that will become 1/100th of that particular part. Now we have done with 17/100 here. Now 17/100, we have out of 100 you have to shade 17 portions. Fine. Out of 100 you have to shade 17 portions. So that decimal will also be increased. So that will become 0.17. See, after decimal, whenever you have any natural number, that will be read as 17. You are not going to speak it 0.17. 0.17. You will not speak that 0.17. Fine. You will speak 0.17. So let's take few more examples. Or decimal 17 or 0.17. Both are correct. Fine. So I hope this 1/100th will be clear to you all. Now let's take few more examples. 32 divided by 100. So what will be your answer? Yes, you are going to put decimal point 3, 2 is there, 1, 2, decimal point and then 0. Fine. So what is the answer here? 0 or decimal or 0.32. 0.32 or 0.32. 0.32. Let's take few more examples. 75 divided by 100. So how you will be writing it? Now again we will count from the back. 75, 1, 2, we'll put a decimal here and then 0. 0.75. So what is that? That is 100th place. Which place is this? This is 100th place. Fine. And how we will speak it into words? 0.75. 0.75. Remember all these things. Whatever I am telling you today is in the introduction. That is very, very important. What is 1/10th? What is 100? What do you mean by these fractions? How many part of that particular portion will be shaded? That is very important. you all will remember all these things which I am telling you today, because these things we are going to use in further exercises. Now next is 1000. Fine. 1000. Now what do you mean by this 1000? Now it means that out of 1000 equal part you are going to shade one part. 1000 means out of 100 equal portions you are going to shade one portion. Out of 1000 equal portion you are going to shade one portion, that is 1000. As you have seen in 110, similarly we have 1000 portions, and out of that 1000 part you are shading one part out of that. So that is 1000. So let's take one example. See, if I take this example only, 1 divided by 1000. So how many decimal places will be there? 1, 2, 3. How many decimal places will be there? 3 places will be there. So 1 is there. Now we don't have any more places. So what I will put it, we will put 2 zeros and then we will put 1 dot. That is your decimal. It means 0.001 will be the decimal representation of this fraction. See it carefully. If you have to divide 1 by 1000, or you have to find it out 1,000th of it, so you required here 3 places, 1, 2, 3. 1 only you have, so rest of the places you will write 0 over there, 0.00 and 1, 0.00 and 1. So what do we understand today? See, take one more example. If you have 43 by 1000, so now we required how many places? We required 3 places, but we have only 2. So we'll write here 4, 3, and on third place I'll add 1 0 and then we will write here point. Fine. 0.043 will be the decimal representation of this. Out of, now what do you mean by this? That out of thousands equal part you have shaded 43. Out of 1000 equal part, that will become 43 thousandths. Fine, 43 thousandths is there. Fine. So it means that out of 1000 part you have shaded 43 parts of this. Fine. So what we have understood it today? What we have understood it today? We have understood that what are the decimal place value, what are 1/10th, 100th and 1000, which is the decimal representation after a point. Fine. Before that decimal point we have the same kind of a fraction only, but after decimal point we have a change. What is that change? That if we have 1/10th we have 1 decimal place, if we have 100 we have 2 decimal place, if we have 1000 we have 3 decimal place. So according to that decimal place we are going to answer that question, or we have to write it in number names. So I hope this 1/10th, 100th and 1000 is clear to you all. So now children, we are going to take whole numbers and decimals parts combined. Fine. So now we'll take examples in which we have some of that 1/10th or 100th part also, and along with that portion we have this whole part also, which you have been asked, which you have been called mixed fraction also. So few of the questions we are going to, introduction of that we are going to see today. See, this is very important. If you find it out that these introduction is not at all important, it is not like that. These introduction is very important. You must understand what is it. Fine, what do you mean by 1/10th, what do you mean by 100, and it will help you to solve the question quickly. Fine, if you understand the concept, then there is no problem in any kind of a question. So now we'll study about whole number and decimal parts combined. Now if you have been given with 2 6 by 10, I generally take an example of this. 2 6 by 10. Fine, I've taken an example. 2, now 2 6 by 10 is 2 is whole part, and 6 by 10 is your decimal part. Fine, 2 is your whole part and 6 by 10, or it is called 6/10. Fine, that is your decimal part. Now understand how it will be whole part. 2 whole means if you have a circle, you have 2 whole circle, and 6 by 10 means you have this circle only, that is divided into 10 parts. Fine, that is divided into 10 parts, and out of that 10 parts, now 2 whole means these circles are shaded completely. 2 holes means these circles are shaded completely. So these 2 are representing 2 whole. Fine. Now if I talk about this 6 by 10, it means out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of these 10 portion, you have been shaded with 6 portion. 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now this is representing 6 by 10. Now this is representing 6 by 10, and this 2 whole is representing this. This is representing 2 whole. I hope this combination is clear to everyone. What is there? Fine. These 2 completely shaded circle represent 2 whole, and out of 10 portions you have been shaded 6 portion. So this is representing 6 by 10. Now this combination of this also you are getting. Now how we will write this combination in decimal form? This whole part we are going to write it as it is, but this 6 by 10 will be represented in decimal form, that will become 0.6. So we will write it 0.6. Fine. I hope that is understood by you that what is there, what is the combination of this is there. See, I am repeating it again, understand it. What is there? Here we have a combination of whole and decimal both. So what we have been given, that 2 6 by 10, which is an example of mixed fraction. If you remember, in the last chapter we have done this kind of a fraction, 2 6 by 10. Now what is there? 2 6 by 10, what is there? Here, what is there? That 2 is representing the whole part. Now how it is representing the whole part? You can see here 2 circles which are completely shaded, and they are representing only 2 whole. But on the other way you can see 6 by 10, which is a fraction part, and that fraction part is only representing in decimal form. Fine. So fraction part we are going to represent. Now this representation of fraction part you have done in your previous chapter. Fine. So correlation will be there in fraction and decimal. And decimal is only possible if you remember the fraction completely. Then only easily you can find it out what is decimal. So now here 6 by 10 is there. 6 by 10 means out of 10 equal parts you have been shaded 6 parts. As I have told you how to represent 1/10. Similarly here we have represent 6/10. That out of 10 we have shaded 6 part, that is 6 by 10. and the decimal representation of 6 by 10 is 0.6, which will be added here. That will become 2 plus 0.6, that will become 2.6. I think now you have understood that this portion is 0.6, this portion is 0.6, and that will be 2 remain there. We'll add both portion and we will get it this 2.6. So that is what, that is a combination of whole number and decimal parts. I hope that is clear to you all. Fine children. So now we'll see one important thing. If there is no whole number, that I have told you earlier only, but I'll repeat it again. If there is no whole number, on the place of whole number you will write 0. If you don't have any whole number over there, you will write on that place, you will write 0. Fine. For example, 0.1 will be written as 0.1. 0.23 will be written 0.23, as we have seen earlier only. Now the next is what we have seen today, that we will revise, and after that we are going to do that place value chart of decimal. So here we are going to take one more example of that whole and the decimal part, one more example of that, and after that we will find it out. We'll find it out, the decimal form of that. So now take one more example and we'll understood what is that whole part and what is that decimal part in that. Okay. So let's take one more example. Now I am going to take example of such kind of a question, that is 10th place or 100th place. Fine. So here I have taken 3 5 by or 3 15 by 100. 3 15 by 100. Or if you can take 15 instead of 15, I'll make it a little bit difficult here. I'll take it 67 by 100. 3. Now 3 means, that means 3 whole. Like we have 3 squares, 1 2 and 3. 3 whole squares we have. Now these squares have been divided into 100 portions. These squares have been divided into 100 portions. So these 3 holes are there. But the fourth one which you have in this decimal part, 67. So we have 100 part here. We'll have 100 part here. And out of that 100 portions, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and one more we are going to draw here, that is 10. It means how many squares I have made? I have made 100 squares, and out of that 100, how many are shaded? 67 are shaded. How many are shaded? Out of that you have been shaded 67. Means one full row, 1 2 60, means 6 rows, 3 4 5 and then 6, 60, and after that 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It means we have shaded 67 portion. Fine. So how we will write it? Now 3 is the whole part, and here 67 will be written 2 decimal places, 2.67. 3.67. 3 is the whole number and this will represent the decimal portion. Fine. So children, I hope these concepts of today will be clear to you all. We have done introduction of decimal, 1/10th, 100th and 1000. Tomorrow we are going to start from here only, and we will do place value of that also. So tomorrow we'll continue from the place value chart of decimal. So that's all for today children. Have a good day.